Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Director Kim. Hope you are doing fine. All right, today in this video we're going to discuss about something it really giving hard time a lot of people, especially the beginners. When you're starting color grading, the first thing that you work on is getting a nice color. Your video wants to be a vibrance, look very good, the color and everything, balance, light and everything, you make it look good. But one of the big issues when it comes to our post and give it to the client is a skin tone. So this is giving a very hard time for the beginners when they deliver the project to the either the director or a client. The first thing, even they watch the video, the color is good, the balance is well, but if your skin tone it doesn't looking good, they're not be happy about it. And most of people, they really struggling of creating rich skin. And today in this video I'm going to show you how the technique to get the perfect skin tone. That's why this video is called how to get rid of a skin tone. So today we're going to discuss about this, but before jumping there, I want you guys to subscribe to this YouTube channel and like, share, comment to the other people so that they can learn and get it from you. And yeah, it really good. And we have our masterclass lessons. We have a lead package and everything. If you want to start, I see some people they comment on inbox how to get them. Guys, I don't have a link, I don't have a website that's I'm doing, so I'm just doing it locally. So you can check me on my inbox and then I send it to your email directly. So let's jump into the our color grading. So as you can see, this is our footage. Today we're going to work on this footage. This is the footage from Davinci Resolve. It's shot on Sony camera. Yeah, it's very small camera, and the reason why I come in with this small camera is it because I want you guys to work in with something that is really relating to your environment. I can't use the big budget camera. In the meantime, you use the small budget camera. We work on locally. We're not there yet. So today we're going to work out with this Sony. It's Sony Alpha 3. It's a very small camera, but one thing that I love, the director's got a good positions. I got a good setting of a camera, so I like details and everything. Look at the profile itself, looking really good. So to get perfect skin tone, first today we're going to discuss about 3 methods. The first thing is about is from locations. You need a skin tone, rich skin tone. The skin tone to be more vibrant, the more coming. And at the meantime, you never use any light. I don't mean gluten. Any light. You never use you are never setting well your perfect pictures, and that thing is good. It's hard to get a perfect skin tone. We always wanting something that's come up. If you want a skin tone to be read, make sure you got a lot of light to the subject, you got a less light to the background, so the camera can catch easily to the subject. So it got easy when it comes to the post production to vibrance and everything. All right, so without me wasting your time, this camera was shot with the S-Log that I told you. So I'm going to show you 3 ways of get perfect skin tone. All right, 4. The first one that I already mentioned from set, that was not about on post. This was about pre-production. So about post, I think it's very necessary. So this one was shot with the S-Log 2, and I'm going to use sRGB. I love this output, guys. This is everyone expectations. Some people they use Gamma 2.4, Rex 7A, blah blah blah, yeah. But me, I always love using sRGB. The reason why I don't know, but this one is giving the perfect results. All right, so as I told you, the skin tone. Now we come into the skin tone. We don't have a lot of thing here. So about the skin tone, if you want to get a perfect skin tone, first we already talk about on pre-production. So you have to make sure you're catching well. Like this one is a very catching well. The skin tone itself is coming out. So yeah. So when it comes to the post-production, there's something extra that you need to do, and I'm about to show you. One thing is we don't like the skin tone that have a lot of color, like a multiple colors. As you can see, this one, even though it's a shorting good, the shorting good doesn't mean that it's looking good to the parsley. There's something that is really, really, really not nice in there. We have a multiple color. If you watch it perfectly, you're going to realize we got a multiple color in it. We got yellow, and we got green, and we got a magenta. About here, this part, this magenta, I think it's kind of makeup, but some people, they like the skin tone overall to look in one color, and that is always what I love. The skin tone, all over skin tone to look in one color. Another thing, we got the green, this area, you can see there, we got the green, which is yellow green, yeah, and here we got the pure skin tone. All right, so here it is, way of make it looking good, making looking good. First is just you need to focus on a virtuoscope. This part, this kit is giving us a better result of our skin tone. You see this line. If you don't have this line, yeah, alright, this is what, if you don't have this line, you use virtuoscope. When you open it the first time, you open the without setting, you're going to see this, the virtuoscope is getting like this, it's looking like this one. So if you don't see that, you can comment the short skin tone, and this one is giving us the color overall. Every color that you see in the image is presenting here. So there's a part of a skin tone, this line, this part. So when your skin tone, let me show you. When your skin tone, like I select this part, when your skin tone, you push it into right side. When your skin tone is cross this line to the right side, or I can call it right above, your skin tone is getting to the red channel. You see this one arrow, this present the red, and when your skin tone is getting to the left side, the left and below, this means your skin tone is getting to the yellow pot. As you can see now, our skin tone is getting green and yellow. If you see this part, this one yellow, so this is a yellow channels, and when it getting below there, because yellow and green, they are relating. When you get in this one getting green, this is like, she look like alien. She look like alien. So this is how the skin tone is working. So when you qualify the skin tone, I will select the skin tone, I push into some part, it's changing the hue. So to get the perfect range of it, you need to make it into this line. So there you get a perfect skin tone. And there's this one. It's not like director Kim told you that you need to put into the line, like every image that you're going to put in the line, it depending on type of image. Some image, maybe they use a warm light, like yellow light. You don't have to put into the line directly. It's going also to affect another areas, which means you need to put across to that point. Maybe they use a red light, and the red light is coming to the skin. There's no way you to put in that into straight line. You can put it there, but a little bit to comment to the red channel. And this is what is making difference between black people and white people. The white people often their skin tone is coming close a little bit to the yellowish, and some white people is coming to a little bit of magenta, like people from Western. Often their skin tone is a little bit close to the magenta. As you can see, white people, they get this pink stamp, yeah, there's something like that. And people from maybe Asia's, people like Arabic, Indians, and more often their skin tone is getting a little bit to the yellow. That is my experience. I'm talking about my experience. It's not like other people, they can say that. Maybe some people, they can tell you a different thing. But to me, the way I understand it, like mostly the people from Asians, their skin tone is getting a little bit to yellow. That's why they call it a yellow people. Yeah, I think that. And black people, if you get the skin tone to the magenta, you get that chocolate, you get that, what can I call it, this type of skin tone that's is chocolate. You know that chocolate, it's a brown, but it's not pure brown. It's like magenta is getting with the magenta, like it's made with the magenta a little bit. But there's type of another color from black people, which is brown color. When you put a little bit to the yellow side, you get the brown. So if you want the magenta, put it to the, if you want the chocolate, put it to the magenta a little bit. If you want the brown, put it to the yellow side a little bit. You can see this one now. This one is This one is a brown. As you can see, it's married with the yellow. That's why you can see it look a little brown. So when I put it into, let's see, and when I put to the light straight line, this one is orange. Yeah. So if I qualify this one and push it into magenta a little bit, you can see we've got that chocolate that I'm telling you. This one is the chocolate. The difference is luminance. Chocolate is a little bit dark. If I put this one and maybe I try to come here like this one, make it pure darker, you can see that chocolate that I'm talking about. You see, this is chocolate bar, this chocolate one, you see. But if I just leave it to the yellow pot, you can see it's getting that brownish. All right, yeah, it is. That's a type of skin tone you need to discuss with your clients, like what type of skin tone you want. All right, that is the way how we perfectize the skin tone. So I'm going to show you the another thing to do, like the second way to fix your skin tone. This one was a part of modify the skin. Like, yeah, like I see this one is the yellow pot. You can see that I can push it up to clean that greenish thing. Yeah, that's how we do. All right, so right now let me show you another way to read with the skin tone. The first was in pre-production. Make sure you got a lot of light, you balance well your footage, like well balanced to the frame set. Another thing is to the post-production, which is this one number 2, which is white balance. Why white balance to give us perfect result of our skin tone? Because when your video is the shooting with the shooting with the camera, and they're shooting with the lights, like they're shooting with maybe aperture lights, and it's white light, and we got the paper there, we got blackest. So when you're putting your white or black into the positions, that's our perfect positions, directly the skin tone is getting to the perfect place. Just a very small more things that's going to appear depends on someone himself, like the makeup and other thing. But when you collect it perfectly, it's easy to get a starting point of getting perfect skin tone. This is what I understand. Like the camera is sketching something that you also saw that on set. Yeah, that's it. If camera saw your skin tone blue, which means that guy's skin tone was blue even on set. So when you put into the video to the white balance, which means it's natural everything to look the way it were looking on set. That's why you're getting the better starting point of a skin tone. So if someone is very darker, when you do about balance, you're going to see that he's dark. And there it is. Some people they shoot with the warm lights, like this one they shoot with I think they use the warm light. I don't know, maybe because I see something white, but the picture is very warm. Maybe they shoot it with the white light. Yeah, they shoot it with the white light, because if I see the eyes is looking what, but the temperature, how they balance the temperature was long. The temperature from camera they put into the warm side, I think. Yeah, maybe that. All right, so as I told you, so we need to fix the skin tone first by using white balance. So in this picture, as well as to me, white balance, when I select, when I just correct the white balance, I'm focused on the skin tone. I don't focus on something else like the white. No. I focus on skin tone. I make sure that skin tone is getting this spot. Yeah. So I'm going to select this thing and putting in this area, putting down, because the picture was warmer, and then I think around, and then I'm going to push into magenta because we got so much yellow inside of it. You see, this is before, this is before, too much warm, and this is after, and you can see the skin tone is starting getting to the natural way. The problem is the skin tone is desaturated, and the reason why desaturated because we take down that's warm, and that is what he should see on set when he just correcting the white balance. And the director, I think, was like, man, this one I can't see the skin tone well, you see, so he just decided to put it warm to get the skin tone. Yeah, but when it comes to the post production like this, like where I correct it, and the reason why I correct it like this, another reason is give me the split of image. If the image are color grading like this, I have a very small room to do my thing if I want to do the to create my look. But this one I can pushing everything everywhere because I have a room, because this one is white, everything is look more realistic. So I just overdid it. Let me reduce it a little bit, not too much, somewhere in here. So now our white balance is getting in better place. You see, we take down that warmish, and this is the first thing. That's the first thing. Look at her. It's looking natural. This is how the skin tone look from set, like if they collect the white. So the thing that's our focus is this part. I make sure it's getting into these parts. You see, this first was everything was into one part. Now everything is getting balance to the pot. So there are some a small thing that's we need to deal with, but yeah, this is our first start. All right, so all right, so another thing is that what I told you before, like correcting the skin tone, because we've got a multiple color into the skin. All right, what I'm going to do now is just try to put everything that's left on my correction, because white balance can never correct everything. If I'm pushing more further, it's going to it's going to ruin the image overall. So some parts you need to do it by yourself, like by using another tools. So yeah, so I'm going to select these parts of our skin, like this area. This is green part. Let me show you the retroscope. This one is giving us yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it to be in line like this one, and there are some parts which was very pinky, like this part. I'm going to select this and pull it a little bit down somewhere around here, and now you can see how we correct our skin tone. Look at before, the skin tone was a very yellowish, and now it's getting to the line. So here, after doing so, we're going to decide what type of skin tone we push it. If I just bring a little bit down, we get the brownish. If I put it more further, we get that chocolate skin tone like this. All right, another extra thing correcting there is by doing saturations. If I decrease saturation, we got that silver skin tone, and if I pull the skin tone up, we got saturated the skin tone. So I'm going to little bit pull it down somewhere in here. This is, look how this skin tone is being fixed. This is way of fixing the skin tone. This is the way of fixing the skin tone itself, like overall skin tone, to make it look a same color. So there is another way that you modify the skin tone. I'm going to show you. All right, so another way of pushing the skin tone to modify it to look like, okay, this skin tone is being made with with color list. This one, there's this way of qualify the skin tone, like this one. Like this, and then you clean blacks like this, you qualify the skin tone, and then you pushing your skin tone into somewhere you want it to be. Like if I put into here, it's giving us the chocolate that I told you. If I put into the magenta, this one is over. All right, this one is giving us this magenta touch. If I push into yellowish, it's giving us brownish. So I'm pushing until there, and then I'm going to desaturate like this. and this is how the skin tone has been made. Look at image, look at the look at this part. Like we did this. Look at the way we just do it. Like control this one. This one was before, this one is after. Look how we split the image. We can see the another colors. We can see the skin tone, we can see the red is very splitted, and the skin tone is get that perfect color like the way it was before. So director was like director wanted something like this, you see. Director wants something like this, very rich skin tone. So the way he decided to do is pushing more warm to the image. At the meantime, he's running another colors. So here in the poster we fix that, and we help him to get that rich skin tone ourselves by doing this type of technique. Look at how we really getting into that skin tone. All right, I'm going to show you another way. This one is another way, so I'm going to show you this way, which is, this one is for the starters. I'm going to show you an advanced way of creating a skin tone to get the real skin tone. Today I'm giving you a full tip of dealing with the skin tone. All right. Here is the problem. A lot of beginners, they struggle how to make color grading as pro level. YouTube itself can never pull up to that level. Director Kim came out with a massive masterclass phase 1 and phase 2, which is the phase 1 has 3 parts, and each of the parts has a long pause video. Having an issue with the color senses, color management, creating different looks, fixing problems, how to balance proper your footage, shot matching, dealing with the small budget camera, everything you need to know from Davinci Resolve. Masterclass has deep explanations. If you really struggle with creating look, Director Kim never seen enough till he made it 26 LUTs, which has look DNA and skin tone LUT and color separations. DCTL power grade also available. Director Kim really wants to shift you into next level. Have a permanent mentor who can guide you well to your journey of color grading. He decided to create a WhatsApp group for his own student member. But remember, to join a WhatsApp group, you need to buy one of his products, either Masterclass or LUT package. Now, let's back into the lesson. Another way is by using 30 plugins that help you to make it look different like other people that you will do, you know. All right, so I'm going to use this DCTL from Waka's QT charts. This is like a first color. It's giving us a color something by cheating into another color side. We can easily do our calculation without messing up. So here I'm going to switch into Davinci into Reg 79 because I'm putting this plugin outside of ColorSpace. This is the U versus this is skin U indicator. It's giving us the same thing like our virtual scope, but this is kind of fun, this is kind of different. So yeah, so I'm going to create the notes, and I'm going to do the same thing like we did before. What it does, it gives us that color that it's really not good to the skin tone. You can see we got magenta, and you can see we got green. So which means if we select this part like this one, we select this part, if we are putting picture into left side, it's giving us dark green, and if we're going to bypass this, we're going to see our skin tone is green. You see, yeah, that's it. It's giving us it's emulating the color which place we are. And if we're going to put our skin tone to the right side, which means we get the magenta, and if we're going to pull it off, we got the magenta. So what exactly it's given us? It's given us green and red and okay. So okay is the place that's it's okay. And you can see it's not only that okay to the middle part, it's also have a range, which means there are some okay which is getting to the green, and there are some okay which is getting to the red. And that's it. That is what I told you. It's not like we need to put everything to the indicator. Sometimes we need to get in and out. All right, so I think into this part what I can do more is just select this part of magenta and try to clean it a little bit of magenta, you see. But if I clean this, you're going to see we're getting also the green. So I'm coming to the green part like this. I select this green area, which is yellow part, and I'm pushing it to the upside. So here it's screening everything skin tone. Now you can see our skin tone is almost look into one color. You can see this is before and this is after. Look how it is into here. Look how we clean this image, how we clean this skin tone. Look at this before, look at it after. You see before the skin tone has multiple colors, got the pink or got the yellow, green in there, but now it's getting it's straight beautiful. All right, so this is another one. So there's this another way that I often like to do to correct the skin tone. I qualify the skin tone. Make sure you got a perfect qualifier. I qualify the skin tone like this one, you see, and then I'm checking my range. Make sure you get a perfect range, right? All right, so I'm going to qualify like this part. Yeah, this one. Okay, after I qualify the skin tone like this, I clean up the noise and everything like this. Now this is another way. I'm using Davinci plugins. This one, color compressor. What it does, the color compressor, it compress every color from that selecting area. It's compress other different color to merge them to get it into one color. Like if I select the brown and I've got the multiple color, like I've got the red and yellow, so I'm taking that yellow and red, converting them, compressing them to getting into a brown color. That is what it does. It's like if you're a music producer, you know about this. Like you are doing a compression of audio, you know the compression, dynamic compressions, the way the audio is working. There's a low audios that's a small one that they like the breathing and that stuff there, that's small, and there's highest part. Like if you are singing, there are some part you're singing loud and some part you're singing very low. So the compression, what it does is compress everything, like the low parts and the highest parts, to compress them to be in the same range. Like if you want to be to the 5, it be 5, and number 6 and number 4, number 3, number 2, number 7, number 8. You compress everything to be into number 5, and that's what it does. So into this part, what it does, like what I'm always do is just I'm selecting this one QT shot, and I'm coming to this node, and then I'm selecting the port of better place to the skin tone, like this part, like this one. This is a better place to skin tone. This is the OK port, so I'm placed to the OK port like this one, and then I compress the U until I starting see every color is changed. Like this one is a little bit mess up with my, if I put in too much, you can see it's also mess up with my lips. So I'm putting to the place that is cleaning everything out without messing with my lip. This one is better. So if I'm going to bypass this, you're going to see everything from this part is in better place. Look how perfect it's cleaning our skin tone. It gets in the perfect place. This is how the skin tone is getting in perfect place. All right, so another thing that's you can do more is like compression desaturation, but I don't love using this one too much, because what it does exactly is compressing the most saturated area, put it down, and most lowest area, put it up. So sometimes it doesn't give that the realistic. You see this part was very less, you see now it's just coming up. So sometimes I don't love using this. All right, this is how I correct the skin tone, you see. So there's this thing which is final touch, like putting this next skin tone into next level, like modify, make this type of rich skin tone. And this is what I'm doing. I'm coming to this node. This is skin modify. This is where we modify, we make that rich skin. All right, what I'm doing is I press Alt and hold and copy to this node, and then I'm taking down this tool, like the color compressor. And what the reason why this, because I still want that qualified to activate. So yeah, so there is no need for me to redo it. And then I'm reducing 0.3, and then I'm going to use my loot package. If you don't have a loot package, please, you can come checking me and buy this better. I have a loop DNA, and I also have skin tone loot. If you have a problem about creating skin, there is no need necessary for you to do everything that I mentioned. You can just click with a one click to get the perfect. So I'm going to choose a different skin tone. Look at this. This is a different skin tone. You see the blonde. This one for white people. It's always work for white people. So I think skin 6, skin 8. This one, I think skin 9 is looking very, very beautiful. Look at this skin tone. This is how we modify our skin tone. Look how we make our skin tone look rich, and yeah, it's looking rich and beautiful. You can just try to increase maybe intensity to make it more coming in and out. You see, this is how the skin tone look very, 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 very amazing, perfectly. So extra thing that I can do, like putting a beauty like this one. Make it look very beautiful. Look at this one. I'll show you before, after. Look how beautiful we got the skin tone. That's why make it. This one is the chocolate skin tone. Maybe if I want that brownish like this, yeah, can have this yellow touch. You can just modify like the way you want it to be. Like this one is chocolate skin tone, but it's too much. So what you can do is just reduce the intensity, like 0.2, like this part. I think it's amazing. Look at before, look at after. It's very, very, very beautiful. But I kind of like this one, skin 9. So yeah, it's one of my favorite skin tone, when it's, especially when it comes to the black persons like this. It's looking very, very much. So the extra thing, like you do to your color grading every day, like you do the saturation over all the images to saturate them. Yeah, that should be on before coming to the skin tone. We just skipping this part of saturation stuff, because to the color grading you need to start with the color correcting, white balance and saturation. We skipped the saturation area, but if you want to get the saturation image and your skin tone as well, you can come in this part, like the extra part, like the saturation. Look how beautiful we get the image with the skin tone. So let's check it out. I'm going to merge this together, creating mode, and let's check it out before and after this skin tone method. Look at before processing, look after processing. We correct the skin tone, and we use the skin tone load to make the skin tone more rich. Thanks very much for watching this video. This is Director Kim. Hope you really enjoyed the tutorial. It was very amazing and awesome. This is the way how we get rid of a skin tone. You know, we got a very, very different pictures with the different actors. So every picture has its own way of acting, and this one was very, very, very acting like this, and we really get rid. It's not like today we end up with this type of tutorial about the skin tone. Tomorrow we come into the other image. Another day we come into another image. Another day we come into another image. It depends on the image that we got and how we get rid of it. So if you never subscribe until now and you just watch this video, bro, you're so selfish. Because these diamonds that I'm giving to you, bro. See you guys on next tutorial.